Okay, how did I make Stormbreaker? So believe it or not, this was one of my easiest projects to do. It wasn't very complex. It did take a long time because it's so massive, but it's a really good project for someone to do, and it makes for a great showpiece. So first, I purchased the STL file from Etsy from a guy named Quinto Cosmaker, which I'll link above. It comes in about 12 different pieces that I printed on my Ender 5 Plus. I want to say it took about a week, maybe a week and a half to get all the parts printed. Once I got all the parts printed, I did some preliminary sanding on all the pieces before I put them together. Now, the handle pieces, I didn't sand too much because I wanted to keep all the little details of the tree arm. The axe and hammer piece, I did spend a lot of time sanding because I wanted to get all the PLA layer lines out. Once I finished a little of the sanding, I did piece it together. And the handle, I PLA welded with a soldering iron. Inside the handle are 3 metal dowels that I put in for stability. The modeler did include little spaces for dowels just for that purpose. I spent a lot of time sanding down all the weld lines, and so you really cannot tell that this was printed in multiple pieces. It does help that this is meant to be a tree, right? So there's a lot of little grooves and stuff, so that also helps hide it. The top part, I spent a ton of time sanding. I wanted this thing to be smooth. And I think it came out pretty nice. I painted it with a gloss black underbase, and then I did a graphite rub to give it that metallic look, and it really shines. For the handle, I used a Rust-Oleum textured brown to give it a little bit more texture, which it doesn't really need, but you know, it gave it a nice look. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This thing is massive, it's heavy, and it looks awesome. Thanks for your question. I just bonked myself.